Last section today is social capital, and we've touched on this already today, this idea that uh, power imbalances can mean exploitation of one party over another, but the relationship and the trust between people is something that affects that or affects people's willingness to do that, or capacity for value sharing. And the term social capital has been bandied around for quite some time. It has been explained in two different ways, and there are two different theories of social capital, if you like, and they come from quite a different place. So think about the difference between them. Robert Putnam argued that social capital refers to features of social organizations such as networks, norms, and trust that facilitate action and cooperation for mutual benefit. So he sees it as a characteristic of the community, or the collection of people, the society. It's something that exists in the relationships between people. Bourdieu, on the other hand, he treats social capital as a private good, as something that I own. So I have social capital because I know this person, and this person. I've got a good relationship with them, and they might do me a favor, or I might be able to work with them. So it's the kind of LinkedIn kind of philosophy about your networks and things like that. It's not necessarily, I don't find that one as comfortable. I'm not as comfortable, not a comfortable networker. Maybe it comes from private school jealousy or something, because things like the old boys networks and things of elite private schools are the kinds of things that Bourdieu's theory of social capital is describing. They're not necessarily all negative, though. I relate more to Putnam's version because it's about it's community first. It's the way that the community is working together rather than owning it yourself. Now, this website called the Institute for Social Capital is a very good one, and it takes you through what is social capital. I think it talks about both theories, but their focus is on the Putnam view. And now what they do see is that people need to be virtuous and have predispositions to act pro-socially in order to contribute to building social capital. They need to be connected, be able to communicate with each other, and have opportunities to cooperate. So again, it's a resource of power. It's value neutral. You can use it for good, you can use it for ill, you can use it for corruption, or you can use it to build something lasting and sustainable, I guess, that solves a social problem. People might judge how you use your social capital. It depends how it's been developed. Have you gained your social capital through working cooperatively with others, or doing a really good job, or have you gained it purely through going to a particular school or something like that? So how you developed it, how you maintain it, are you generous in the quid pro quo? How do you use it? What do you use it to do? So it's all about reciprocity. And here's a few examples. LinkedIn is a Bourdieu one. This quote here by Steve Haddon saying that people don't, you have to know things to tell other people. It feels like he's talking about gossip, but I don't know. Here you've got Musk and Trump in front of the White House. Musk was doing a lot for Trump, basically paid to get him elected. And so Trump was spruiking his cars out the front of the White House in return. You've got that, of course, soured when they fell out, and so personal social capital can be destroyed very easily. The Buy Nothing Project, which is a set of Facebook groups where people in a local community get together and they give each other stuff and they ask for things if they need them particularly. So I've just about furnished my whole house using that, and started a garden. So I love that because there's no expectation of anything back, but mostly people are reciprocal. Volunteering is a way to build social capital. I've got an article about private school privilege. So is it about payback? Is it about privilege? Or is it about reciprocity and generosity? I'll let you think about it. River blindness. I accidentally clicked twice then. I'm sorry about that. It's an eye and skin disease caused by a little worm that comes through a black fly. When a black fly bites you, you get these little worms, and they live around riverbanks. So of course, when people go to wash or to clean their clothes or get drinking water, they get bitten by these black flies, and it's an extremely common disease in Africa and South America particularly, and it's quite debilitating because it makes you turn blind, and it also gives people this tiger skin, which must be very itchy. So here's a picture of a young boy. His son is called Aito. He had to leave school to take care of his family after Akoya, who was a fisherman, lost his eyesight. So in 1987, it was found that ivermectin, yes, the drug that Trump was saying would cure COVID, had been used in animals to treat them for worms, and it was found to be safe and effective in humans. And what they found is, accidentally, that it cured river blindness. And it's cheap to produce. The CEO of Merck, Roy Vagelos, stood up and made a speech and committed Merck to providing free ivermectin to African and South American countries, or wherever river blindness was endemic, in perpetuity, so forever. He said, look, this is super cheap to make, and if it can cure this awful disease, we should. So here was an example of generosity, reaching out and saying, hey, we can do something, so we're going to. So in 2010, it was found that as well as just treating the river blindness, it was actually possible to eradicate the whole disease in particular areas. And people were given yearly or bi-yearly doses of just a pill, and that was fine. But after 15 years, after the study went on long enough, they found that they didn't need the pills anymore, so they could actually cure them, and it could eliminate the disease in particular areas. So by 2024, the organization GONE, which stands for Global Onchocerciasis Elimination, I had to write that down, with lots of funding from various places, including Bill Gates, they have officially declared river blindness gone from Colombia, Ecuador, Guatemala, Mexico, and Niger, and significant progress made in many African countries. So 2025, Niger verified by WHO as being free of onchocerciasis, the first country in Africa to be free. And they also have a roadmap for freeing the whole of the world of river blindness. And for me, this is a really good example of what social capital can achieve. At one act of generosity, along with science. We've got people volunteering, we've got organizations, we've got non-profit organizations, we've got cooperation between governments and businesses, and we've got people out there on the ground distributing the medication. We've got the communities embracing it, and so a lot of people, a lot of cooperation, all gone into the treatment and elimination of river blindness successfully in a relatively short period. I love this movie. If you can find it, watch it. One of my students last time did, and I think she paid on Amazon Prime or something. And she said, make sure you have a box of tissues. But watch this is the promo here, about Pay It Forward. Not going to show it here for you. You can watch it yourself. So I had a practice exam question. I wanted to discuss it in class. Who knows whether we'll get to it or not. I'm just setting out a claim. The internet is a common pool resource and can be depleted or degraded by self-interested actors. And the question, of course, then is argue for and against. Is this true? In what ways is this true? Is this not true? In what ways is it not true? So you can have a think about what you might say about that and what unit concept you might use to demonstrate what you observe in real life. Last slide of the week is another official trailer. I think this is on Netflix. I'm not 100% sure. If you haven't watched The Bank of Dev, you should watch it for sure. It's a lovely movie. And not only is it a wonderful story of social capital and cooperation, but it is also a brilliant look at power. So power in institutions and in attitudes in banking. Anyway, have a great week, and I'll catch you next week.